Hello, dear students. My name is Blinova Anastasia Viktorovna. I am from School Gymnasium Lysakovsk. Today we are going to work with Module 7. This is Lesson 1. The theme of the lesson is genres of literature. Learning objectives are: develop intercultural awareness through reading and discussion, use talk or writing as a means of reflecting on and exploring a range of perspectives on the world. Select and evaluate paper and digital reference resource to check meaning and extend understanding. Let's start our lesson. Okay, in this module we are going to get acquainted with genres of literature, fiction and non-fiction literature, elements in fiction and imagery. As for grammar, we are going to work with present and past tenses, to read non-fiction and fiction texts, to listen about character analysis. As for speaking, evaluate and comment on the reviews of others, reflect on and explore a range of perspectives. While writing, we are going to develop arguments and in conclusion to write a film review. Open your books at page 91, exercise number 1. Let's introduce the vocabulary. Okay, read the words and try to translate it. 1. A poem, стихотворение. 2. A novel, роман. 3. A script, скрипт, отрывок из произведения. 4. A dictionary, словарь. 5. An encyclopedia, энциклопедия. 6. A review, обзор. Now let's do exercise number 1 at page 91. Match extracts from A to F to the sources from 1 till 6. They are from which are fiction and which are non-fiction. First, let's go and match these texts. A. Creature. 1. An animal in contrast to a human being, the study of birds and other creatures of the forest. The second meaning, an animal or person. Don't our fellow creatures deserve respect too? The third meaning is a fictional or imaginary being, creatures from Mars. And the fourth with adjective person, oh, you poor creature. B. Galvanism is the name given in biology to the effect electricity has on a muscle. It was named after Italian scientist Luigi Galvani, who investigated the effects of electricity. C. Did I request thee, maker, from my clay to mold me man? Did I solicit thee? D. As I said this, I suddenly beheld the figure of a man at some distance, advancing towards me with superhuman speed. He bounded over the crevices in the ice, among which I had walked with caution. His stature also, as he approached, seemed to exceed that of man. I was troubled, a mist came over my eyes, and I felt a faintness seize me, but I was quickly restored by the cold gale of the mountains. E. Brana is in over his head. He displays neither the technical finesse to handle a big visually ambitious film nor the insight to develop a stirring new version of this story. Instead, this is a blunt, no-fault Frankenstein for the 90s, shot on villainy but loaded with a tragically misunderstood. F. Frankenstein is wrapped in his despair, face cradled in his hands, a soft tap. He glanced over his fingers, thinking he imagined it. Now there is another tap, and another. We see it in his eyes. Sheer joy and stunned exultation, triumph and wonder unbelievably sublime, a bare whisper, Victor. Please stop the video, translate these extracts and match them. Okay, let's check your work. A poem. A poem, this is C. A novel. 2D. A novel is D. 3F. 4A. 5B. 6E. Now, please think about which are fiction and which are non-fiction. Fiction – художественный, non-fiction – нехудожественная литература. Okay, let's check. Fiction literatures are extracts C, D, and F. C, D, and F. A poem, a novel, a script. And non-fiction literature is A, B, E. These are a dictionary, an encyclopedia, and a review. Please stop the video and do exercise number 2, page 91. In this exercise, you should read the sentences from 1 till 6 and decide which of the extracts from A to F in the show text bottom they follow on from. Stop the video and do this exercise. Okay, let's check. The first. I perceived as the shape came nearer, sight tremendous and abhorred, that it was the wretch whom I had created. This is extract D. Number 2. Extract F. It's alive, it's alive. Number 3. Extract E. Even the creature Robert De Niro, an aesthetically challenged loner with a father who rejected him, would make a dandy quest on any daytime television talk show. Number 4. Extract A. Etymology. Middle English via Old French from Latin crea to create. Number 5. Extract C. From darkness to promote me. And the last, number 6, extract B. In 1786, he discovered that when a frog's legs are touched by both a copper probe and a piece of iron, at the same time they twitch. Now, what you're going to send to your teacher. Find examples of a poem, a novel, a script, a dictionary, an encyclopedia, and a review. Write it into your copybooks as in example at exercise 1 at page 91 and send it to your teacher for checking and evaluating. And now the assessment criteria. Assess your achievements at your self-study. Put tick if you are sure that your competence is good, put square if it is very good, and circle if your competence is excellent. Now I can read the extract with different genres of literature, realize their differences, identify the type of extract without mistakes, explore a range of perspectives. Thank you for the lesson. Goodbye.